What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to GazetteSports.com. It's JJ
and Mike, and this More League Baseball video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company.
Second half of the Friday night doubleheader, a familiar sight at Blair Field as Lakewood and Poly do battle. They always seem to do so in the beginning of these More League schedules.
Yeah, you're familiar with the faces. You know Chris Castellanos, the junior ace for Poly, is going to try and work off speed and use his craftiness against Shane Watson, the powerhouse for the Lancers, who's just going to try and blow him by the Jackrabbits.
We know a lot of things about More League Baseball. One of them is J.P. Crawford gonna get on. He's gonna get on base, people. And sure enough, 2 outs in the first, right back up the middle. This junior is just special.
Well, he's one of the top juniors in the country. Obviously brought a lot of attention to Lakewood, as has Watson. But CC strikes out Danny Calleca, trying to get himself out of the jam right there, and he gets out of the inning.
But Watson in the jam early on as well, as he plunks Hayden Hunt right from the get-go.
Yeah, on the first pitch of the game for Lakewood, and then Miles Mendez, after a good battle, singles that one through the left side. Runners on first and second with no outs.
But that's when Watson bows his neck and gets it done first, trying to sacrifice bunt Nick Reeser. That's just good first base right there. And then he K's Jeff Turley in time for Fierros to roll one over to Calleca and end the inning.
Yep, exactly how Lakewood plays. If you're going to get him, you got to get him early. Poly almost does, but can't convert those men onto runs.
Austin Colvin then hits a single 2 innings later, goes to second on a pass ball, and J.P. Yakel with that bunt. CC definitely looked at third, and maybe he wasn't going to get him at first. Either way, that's not a sacrifice bunt. That's a bunt for a single, and the next single from Kyle Clary brings in the run.
So Lakewood goes up 1-0, and then a nice piece of hitting from Crawford. Infield single right there. It's a foot race.
You're not gonna get him.
J.P. Crawford doesn't lose foot races.
No, he does not. And then this 5-pitch walk to Calleca, maybe the wheels falling off a little bit.
Yeah, this is tough. This is not what we're used to seeing from Castellanos. Certainly is maybe gets away from a little with that walk. And then effective outs from the Lancers. They're going to get an out here, but Reeser gets the ground out RBI.
Yeah, great job by Reeser to put that one on the left side, and then great job by Ryan Dixon to just lift that one deep. Again, it didn't have to be that deep. Crawford gonna score.
So all of a sudden, Lakewood's up 5-0. Castellanos hadn't given up an earned run all season. In 1 inning, he gives up 5.
Meanwhile, Watson being Watson, it's elementary.
Well, this is why we've got a dozen scouts at this game to watch Shane Watson pitch 9 strikeouts, doing great work, keeping his velocity up.
And he got some help from his friends.
Well, I don't know that we've ever seen help like this at Blair Field, JJ. Gabriel Quezada thinks that ESPN is there, goes and grabs that one. That's I bruised something, I'm not sure what, but an unbelievable play right there.
Tip of the cap, Cinco. But Poly does score in that inning. They do score again in the 5th as Hayden Hunt, a little hitch in his giddy-up right there, but that's because the ball was bobbled a little bit in right field. So Frankie Rios going to bring him all the way around and take third on that triple.
So those 2 runs are huge because Shane Watson, with his third first pitch bean of a Poly batter, gets tossed. Obviously, Spud O'Neill, Lakewood coach, not happy about it. Watson sort of in disbelief as well. He hit Hunt twice, and then the hit of Fierros gets him tossed along with those dozen scouts.
Yeah, they saw what they needed to see. It's time to go home. Xavier Lavelle gonna make that count real quick. Single through the left side off of the replacement Josh Green on the mound, so the runners then advance on a pass ball. All of a sudden, we're in a ball game that felt like it was a blowout.
Well, suddenly, like you said, those 2 runs, it's just a 3-run game. Junior Alarcon doing battles, got a 3-2 count right here, and things could go Poly's way.
However,
or they could not go Poly's way. Lakewood playing very solid defense. They get the pop out right there, and then Julian Griego just lifts it straight up as well.
You've got 2 guys on and running an in-scoring position, and you got to put that ball on the ground. You just have to put that ball on the ground.
Tough situation. Manny Reyes comes in, strikes out Hunt to end it. A real sticky situation for the Lancers, but they skate through it. And then Andrew Arona on the mound for Poly hits Calleca, and the ump says, you were paying attention before, right? I got to toss you now, too.
Did you not get the memo? He's going to have to re-enter CC, who had left 1 or 2 batters before that.
Right, so very interesting situation. I think he left 1 because I believe it was the first pitch.
Yeah, you're right. It was the first pitch.
So Dixon and then Crawford is going to come around right here. sliding in easy as pie.
Insurance run? I don't even know what you could call it, but Reyes makes it no matter. He gets the strikeout to end it. 6-2 Lakewood in quite a strange evening at Blair Field.
It was definitely the second game of a Blair Field doubleheader. I guess we should just go ahead and get used to it. Lakewood Lancers improved to 11-1 and 2-0 in the Moore League. The Jackrabbits are 1-1 in the Moore League and 10-2 on the season.
Like we said, we are just getting started in this Moore League schedule, and if you want to follow everything Long Beach baseball, you're already in the right place, because this is GazetteSports.com, and we are Long Beach Sports.